All right. Let me turn. Okay. All right. Hey, hey. It's time to play some video games. So we're going to be playing Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. My number one game that I've ever played ever. It's been my number one game since the very first time, since Christmas morning of 2001, when, after waiting for my mom to hook up the PS2, I excitedly put in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, and then decided this game sucked. That game sucked, and then I decided to put in Jack and Daxter. My chair is so squeaky for no reason. Okay. So game options. All right. Nope. Right. The menu here. You gotta hit triangle as the back button, not circle. I forget about that sometimes. Is it? I think it is zoomed in. Yeah, it's zoomed in. Okay. We're gonna stick to the way it was meant to be, 4x3. I'm gonna turn the music volume up. Some funky beats in this game. One of the best video game soundtracks as well. So this is the last time I played through the game. It's a couple months ago. I think it was the first time I did it on the PS5. When was this playthrough? 4 hours? Really? Wow. Maybe that's the time. Maybe that's not. Oh, I did 2 playthroughs this year. That's crazy. Huh.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
I love the Green Sage's opening
This device is a
cutscene. That's so
communicator.
good.
With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Right. This is a PS2 game, so it uses the touchpad as the right part is start, the left part is select. Okay. Just check and see if there were camera options. There are not. God, get me out of this menu. But yeah, it's Jack 1. Love that opening monologue I think about on a daily basis. Just the wonder it instills in you. At least it instilled in me when I first played this game. It was crazy. And also, this game doesn't have subtitles, so I will be quiet during cutscenes.
Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
And you can turn those hints off, but you know, they add flavor, and there aren't a lot of them. So it's not. Most of them are here.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
Okay, here's our main collectible, power cells. Yeah, this game is very much in the same vein of Mario 64 or Banjo and Kazooie.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
There we go. Headbutt these open, or you can uppercut them open if you are good at the time. I mean, the hitbox on the uppercut has a lot of leeway. So, it's not faster, I think. That's how they do it in speedruns, but it's not a big deal.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area,
It's
you
gonna
can find even
take me a while
more
to get
power
used to
cells.
the camera again. This is Blue Eco. It's one of the various power-ups. As you can...
That's Blue Eco,
I'll
which
just let it
contains
sit
the
as it's
energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them. Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time
Green
you
Eco is
use
life.
power.
You have up to 4 hit points.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
That's a blue eco vent.
We're just going for 100
More
power cells,
concentrated than the
because you
floating
don't...
clusters. This vent will give you a full
Which
charge
is
of blue eco
for
ready to use
101
it for the maximum time.
power cells. So, we're only skipping 1 power cell because there's 1 extra one for whatever reason. I have no idea why. And I'll let you know what is the one we're going to skip. It's in the second hub.
Good work! Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Green Eco tutorial.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos, or 1 big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, and jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Alright, that's Guys of Rock completed. So pretty much everything that happens here is everything you need to know to beat this game. It's much more complicated than this. Which is fine. Yeah, Mario 64 is not a complicated game either.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
And no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are locked up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Love that. I love Samus. He's the best. Here's a plant monster from Crash Bandicoot. Because this game is made by Naughty Dog. Essentially is Crash 4. If we want to call it.
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
one of the things I've never understood is, was Daxter already this annoying, or is he only more annoying now because he is a Otzel, which is the name for what he is now. It's a combination of an otter and a weasel.
Took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Oh, there we go. It's like, why can't I spawn down? It's really weird. You know, it's a Sandover village. We'll talk to more of the villagers later when we have more
Looks like
Precursor
flies
robes.
are always in red boxes.
Just grabbing some things in some of these homes. But the game is separated into 3 different hubs, each governed by a different sage. This is the Green Sage's hub, essentially. That's the Sandover village.
I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yeah. Stuff to collect, people to talk to, things to find. You know how it goes. It took me a while to get used to this camera again. It's weird. This is right. You know, we have the camera is controlled with the stick, but you can't choose which way you want it to go. You can do that in Ratchet and Clank, but you can't do that here. But I'm not doing this for no reason. This is for a power cell. If you talk to the farmer, he'll tell you, but you can just do it without talking to him. Thanks for having to make that some more time.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
There's only a couple more yak cows we gotta grab. So let's take one of those. It is inverted and not used to that. I always change it to be not that. For the opposite. There.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk
This
to him.
HD version on the PS5
Gotta bring in the crops for the jungle.
well, originally made
well
for
done, my
PS3.
boy. You actually got
Forwarded
those
to the
3 bags
PS4.
back into the pen.
And be
Now
played
I
on
can
PS4.
sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Some things look fine and some things do not. Like the mouths look crazy. Especially Daxter and Samos's mouths are not great. And the character models don't really hold up. I mean, I think the style is still good. But it just doesn't. You can tell this is a early PS1 game. Not a launch title, but, you know, launch year. Or, actually, second one. Came out 2001. But instead of taking Samos's advice, we're going to go to the Forbidden Jungle first, because we can't finish Sentinel Beach without going here. And there's nothing stopping me from coming this way first. Plus, coming here lets us unlock the ability to go to the 3rd level here in this hut.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade
Pretty
for a
infamous
power
minigame
cell.
that some people don't
Let's
like.
get back and make
I think
the
it's
switch
perfectly fun.
already.
I couldn't do it as a kid, though.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell. If you can catch 200 pounds of them critters, and then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
Hell yeah, I
There are
want to
two
fish.
types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Alright. So, just left stick, left and right, that's all you gotta do. It's a little touchy, but you know. It controls better than most minigames. Be a little touchy. As long as you don't miss any 5-pounders, you'll be fine. But the fish that come at you are a little random. So this minigame can last a little longer, be a little shorter.
Here comes the big one. Steady, boy.
Get the section where it's just eels. There'll be occasionally like a 5-pounder.
Hold steady. Almost there.
Don't catch any of these boogers.
Steady, boy.
Alright, that's right.
Steady. Almost there. Here comes the big one. You did
There we
it!
go.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the
Power
power
cell.
cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
The main reason why I'm playing this. Other than, those are TNT crates. Don't touch them, they explode. Because they're full of dark eco. But I'm playing this because the other day when I was at work, I was surfing Reddit on my lunch break, and there was a post on the Jack and Daxter wiki that very uncredibly, no sources were like, oh, Amber Labs is working on a new Jack and Daxter game. And I mean, everybody rightfully dunked on them, being like, you know, all you said was your sources are pretty good. You gave the source, which, you know, I don't know how these work, so I don't really pay attention to them. But Ember Labs are the people behind Kenna Bridge of Spirits, which, when I originally saw, you know, years ago before it came out, I immediately got Jack and Daxter vibes off of it. So I thought, hey, it's free for me because I have PlayStation Plus. So I was gonna play it by it when it came out, and I just forgot about it. And I didn't have. Well, I had a PS5 at that point, but I was more interested in playing Ratchet and Clank and Yakuza.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the Precursor beam.
So I just forgot to do it. I actually didn't go with it.
Yeah, so we got a Precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue
I have
stuff. So it ain't gonna
a way that I
help
go,
us.
a path that I go through every level. That's my own optimal path that I've done. Hey, there's a platform there.
We need to get to the top
But
of
yeah,
that
so
tower.
I want to check out Kenya, see what they've done. It's the only game that they've made, but they do like the fact that it looks so good is because they were already a digital like animation house. Or something like that, according to their website. So, I'm excited to check that out, but I wanted to have Jak 1 fresh in my mind. I'm walking forward. I'm starting to wear out this dual sense. We're gonna just play Jak 1. Because in my mind, if they're gonna do a sequel to the Jak and Daxter games, or a new thing, or reimagining or something, it's gonna be this game. It's not gonna be 2, and it's not gonna be 3. Because the only reason why we got the 2 that we did get was because Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, and it was the mid-2000s, and everybody just wanted to be as edgy as possible. And like, cartoons, those are for babies. But me, as a baby at the time, I was like 8 or 9 when Jak 2 came out. I was excited for a sequel to this game, not necessarily what we ended up getting. So, in the end of the world, I like Jak 2, and I like Jak 3. 3 more so than 2. It was just way too hard when I was a kid. I'll play 2 again at some point. I'll stream it. It should be fine.
Wow, did you see that?
I played a little bit of it recently. I was like, oh, yeah, this isn't so bad.
I knew there was a way to turn
Its main issue is that just like checkpoints just needed more checkpoints, and like you needed more health, but the enemies needed to be less health. But yeah, that was the pipeline that Kira was talking about, and that's the thing we need to hit so that we can finish Sentinel Beach with that, speed run strats. And there are ways you can do it without that. I just don't know how to do that. Oh, and here's the first boss. Every zone has a boss, technically, I think. No, only the second time it's possible. It's gonna take out the critters, it spawns, not get chopped, and then punch it in the face. When you get into this phase, it'll leaf out, but you can also just uppercut it. It's a little faster. There we go. It's all this plant road. But also, don't go yet. Once we jump on the plant's head, there are Precursor orbs to go. I think there's like 5 or something. Here we go. Yeah, I just wanted to play this before I played Kenna, and then, keep my options open. I'm not holding my breath for more Jak and Daxter. It's been a long time. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, it is what it is. And also defeating the plant monster gets rid of all the tentacles that are around as well. So that's nice points. We're almost done with the Forbidden Jungle. There's an enemy. There's an enemy. And then this mission is one that if we talked to the mayor of Sandover, he would have told us about. But I didn't do that, because I already know to do it.
Let's go fiddle with him. Line up the beam by pointing it at the next
So we
tower.
just gotta line up the precursor beam to get back to the village.
Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
Yeah, it was tough growing up, video game wise. Being born in '96, getting your first console in 2001, and having, you know, spent time playing video games with my cousin. She had a PS1, and I had watched her play Jack and Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, and played a hell of a lot of PS1 Frogger all the time. Because both my parents worked all the time. So I would hang out at my grandma's house if I wasn't at school. Or at daycare, I guess. I also went to daycare. I don't know how my parents afforded that. It was expensive. But yeah, like, my impression of what video games were, oh, they're cute and they're fun, they're bright and colorful. And then as soon as I get my first console, that's when things start to change, and video games turn into what they were in the 2000s with, you know, everything, all the color is bled out of everything, everything's all hardcore, blood and murder, using guns and shit. Like, the best example is Shadow the Hedgehog. It's like, well, how do we make Sonic edgy for the edgelords that play video games? And then, oh, what if we gave Sonic a gun? It's like, well, Sonic himself wouldn't hold a gun. What if we gave a gun to Shadow? What if we bring him back to life and just give him a gun and see what happens? What happens is a mid-way game. It's fun. I think Shadow the Hedgehog is a fun game. You know, it's not blow your brains out here. Most things aren't, but everyone's expectations are still high. Whatever it is. I mean, the only franchise that's been consistently bright and colorful since I was a kid would be Kingdom Hearts and Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank never was already sort of in the middle ground between the two. It's still a mascot platformer technically, but it also, you use guns and stuff to blow people away, but they're cool, crazy guns. You know? And then you have Kingdom Hearts, because, yeah, it's Disney stuff. It's still, it has its own style. But it's still, you know, bright and colorful and cheery and just fun to play through. I just, I never really got into the Call of Duties or the Halos, but I also, like, never owned an Xbox console until the Xbox One first came out. Because I bought that one first instead of a PS4. Mostly because of peer pressure. I wanted a PS4, but I was like, well, the people I worked with, who I guess are my friends, have Xboxes. So I got one of those. But we never did anything, so it didn't end up mattering. I have an Xbox One S now. Because I bought my little brothers off of it.
Hey, let's go check out old Fish Brett's
But it's not hooked up here. It's hooked up... Whoop. I went too fast. Anytime Jack trips like that, you went too fast through an area. And, the game is like, whoop, gotta load. Despite the fact that there are no loading screens in this game. That is one of the accomplishments that Naughty Dog achieved with this game.
You earned a power cell.
The games today are still designed in the same way. Where, like right now, the entire first hub is loaded, and there's a single pathway that leads to the second hub. So the second hub won't load till you're in that passageway. And like, Rise of the Tomb Raider operates exactly the same way, and that's like a PS4 game. So Naughty Dog was way ahead of its time. Okay. Let's go to Misty Island first. Let's go. Let's go there. Yeah, none of these levels are particularly long, especially if you know what you're doing and know the fastest way to go through them. Yeah, just to put a capstone on my thoughts about the about the 2000s, is that they were a bad time for a multitude of reasons, not just in entertainment. Not a great time to grow up in, I would argue. And just the way just speaking about entertainment by itself, the way it went for the last 10 years,
This place gives me the
it's
creeps.
been the last 20
And
years,
trust me,
rather.
it's a whole new experience when you're covered in
Great,
bugs.
in my opinion. It just kind of felt like, you know, not that Halo was any creative or an ambitious thing. It just didn't feel that way to me, you know? Like, what Naughty Dog accomplished here in this game alone is just like crazy that they did all this and then kind of went backwards with it. With Jak 2. Or at least they let themselves be so influenced by... Oh, damn it. What? I didn't do that. By the trends at the time. Because I still think about, you know, what... God damn it. What a sequel to this game. Instead of what we ended up getting. Chasing this thing down is this is another person in Sandover will be like, hey, you gotta get my news. But you can just come here and do it. You don't need to... Just gotta touch him. Little ratchet-looking ass motherfucker. I mean, Ratchet Clank was in development, I think, at the same time. The development of that game's a little weird because it's very last minute when you look into it. But this isn't Ratchet 1, so we're not going to talk about that here. I think we're getting back to where video games were when I was a kid, right before the edgification of these games, of entertainment as a whole. Thanks to, you know, indie devs and people who grew up in the same time frame that I did or earlier, wanting to get back to, you know, video games being fun and about fun things instead of, you know, and being full of joy instead of being just misery porn. Like, that's, like, I've never played the Last of Us games. I don't ever plan on playing them because I just don't care. I don't want to play a game about a post.
Ego makes your attacks stronger.
Like, I know what happens in two of them. Or in the first game, and I know it ends with, you know, instead of saving everybody, you choose to not do that and doom everybody instead. And I understand why Joel doesn't, you know, why Joel does what he does, but it's still just like, really, And then the second game is just like, what are we even doing here? Modern Naughty Dog is obviously not the same. Like, I don't even think the founders are even still there anymore. Maybe one of them is? I don't know. It's not my thing. If you like it, mazel tov. I'm not gonna say no because you like it. It's just wasn't my thing then, and it's still not my thing now. There's enough pain and misery in the world on its own, you know? I don't need to experience more of it. But anyway, here's the zoomer. This is the first time you'll see it if you come here. Misty Island is entirely optional. I don't think you have to come here at all. I think you can get to the next zone without it. One more of those guys. It's another power cell. Yeah, and also, I just miss 3D platformers, you know? And the Nintendo ones are fine, but they just play it the same. Nintendo is very creative with what they do, but the kind of creativity I want from my video games are like this game, or like A Hat in Time, or the Ratchet and Clank games, you know? Less cookie cutter. Or even, like, I think the Banjo games are better than the 3D Mario games, if I'm being honest. I guess that comes down to a sense of humor. I just think those games are trying to be, you know, funny and cute. While Mario is just like, this is a video game-ass video. And you're gonna like it. It's gonna be a very tight experience. And there you go. Grab everything. We'll see the zoomer again a few more times. Whoop, oh man. Well, I guess we're just gonna die. It's fine. Oh no, we made it back. So usually when you get into any body of water, you swim out too far, a lurker shark will come and eat you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, there's speedrun strats that you can use. You know, essentially a glitch to swim faster and stuff. But, man, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So I can tell you how it works. Flying backwards again, let's go. So if we grab that blue eco and go into these doors, there's a big arena fight. You gotta fight a ton of lurkers. You can skip that. I'm not doing that. Oh. just while we're standing here, there's Geyser Rock. It's right over there. You can see the entire game world from any point in the game. It's so cool. Do this before we head up. To the last section here. I'm a little slower than I normally do. But it's been a couple months. Yeah, my hand already hurts. I'm interested to see how much of this game we do. A section. We're also approaching where the Dark Eco pool that Daxter fell into. I don't know why my nose is so stuck. I did go for a long walk yesterday. So that's
Oh, let's use the cannon.
yeah, there's a power cell and a cannon.
I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open
We gotta
that
blow up
silo,
these.
they can't
There are
flood
metal
the world
crates
with
that
dark eco
you can't
and
break
cause
without
untold destruction.
either a specific eco
Wipe that
power or a
ridiculous
cannon.
grin off your face,
And they're
Daxter.
full of
The
precursor
two of you have
orbs,
plenty
and
to
we want to
do.
grab
Get on
as
with
many
it.
orbs as we can early on.
All right.
Because you need a certain amount to 100% the game. And then now, instead of jumping down into the arena and having to do all those fights, you can just jump down this way. Skip the entire thing. If you go into the arena from this way, it won't activate. So we can just grab the precursor orbs and
Let's
then
get through the willies. Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
it just saves a lot of time doing it this way. Because it's not, the combat isn't interesting in this game. Jack can punch, kick, and headbutt. Nothing fancy. Alright, now we can leave. That was everything? Alright, there's just one thing that we'll do on our way back to, or on our way to Sentinel Beach. It's right there. We walk right past it. God, I love the skyline in this game. Just the way you can see everything. I especially love the Precursor Temple in the forest. It's so good. Again, honestly, I will just take a, like, Crash, Spyro, like, full one-to-one remaster of this game. Like, I don't need a Jack 4. I mean, most because Jack 4 is just Jack X. But, and we got the Lost Friend, like, we have enough power cells.
You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells, and hurry! My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
Alright, so now we can move on if we wanted to. Which, you don't have to do Misty Island at all to be able to do that. There are enough power cells outside of that one area in these three In the village, in the beach, and in the forest.
Oh, my muse! You
But,
saved her!
maybe one of these
Oh,
days
you
I'll
really are
stream
the best. Here,
Lost
take this power cell.
Frontier
Okay, now I
after
have my
we've done
inspiration
2,
back.
3, and X. And Daxter. We gotta play Daxter too. Daxter's a great game. Daxter, I feel, is more in the spirit of this game than it is in Jack 2, to be honest. Let's go over here. Sentinel Beach is not a long level. This is technically the first level, other than outside of Isaac. There are a lot of metal crates here that you can't get. There's also this pelican that will eat a power cell.
That pelican just
And there are
made
2
the
ways
power
you can
cell.
get this power cell. I'm going to
Let's
show
go
you one of
kick
those
some
ways
big
when we get to the
bird
camera. This is one of those things I figured out on my own as a kid. And it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'll just take a full 1-to-1 HD excellent like Pixar-ass models on this game. I don't need a new sequel, honestly. I just feel like this game deserves to look the way I remember it looking, you know? Out of any other game. Let's get an orb. There's the pelican. Oh yeah, Jack can also dive into that. Doesn't come up often, but it is a thing you can do, and Daxter has a pretty good quote when you do. And now, because we got that blue eco switch in the forest, that eco vent is open, and one of the open came here first, which is what I... When I was a kid, I would always come here first and then backtrack, but yeah, because I've been playing this as an adult. But within the last 10 years, I changed how I do my route through the game. And you can also break metal crates by falling on them. It's not a thing that happens often. You can also hurt enemies that way too.
Get some! Get some!
And if you aim for the pelican. Booyah! First try. You can just murder that pelican. Instead of the probably the more intended way. Is you run up, you punch the pelican in the stomach, it spits out the orb, and then you chase it to another section. When I fell into that water, you probably heard the music change and this weird grunt. I was the lurker shot. I was too far out, but I made it to land just in time. I mean, maybe you were blowing them up. I don't know if blowing the pelican up is intentional or not. I've never looked into it. I don't believe it is, but it might be. I've never looked into it. It's just a thing that I figured out on my own, and I think it might just be the pelican is coded as an enemy, and that's why he can die. But it might be like, oh, it's a metal crate, so Jack can't kill it himself. You might share those two properties together and make it so you can take it out, instead of just being an NPC. More orb, some more orbs. to get the secret ending that leads into the next game, which is a very open-ended secret ending, honestly. Is you just need 100 power cells. You don't need all the precursor orbs. You don't need the extra power cell.
Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
So we are scaring these birds for a reason, you know. It gets another power cell. Oh, I've never noticed the precursor statues in the canyon there. Or if I have, it's been a while since I've looked at it. I really usually look away. This cutscene, wow.
Wow! They caused an
moment.
avalanche! Let's check it out!
Blow my nose, and it was unsuccessful. To be honest. Alright, we're at the home stretch. So we could uppercut these logs to move them up. I'm not going to do that. Because I found this version of the game crashes when you do that sometimes. And I find it's pretty consistent, so you don't need them anyway. Oh, you might need that one. Yeah, I think you need this one. Yeah, I guess I do this one at least once. You can headbutt them back down, so don't do that. Oh, come on. You're making me look the fool. I guess you do need to do this one. I guess I was confused and I thought it was only the other one. Crab. Lurker crab. Well, the old sage will be happy we did that.
Well, I see that you two have finally decided to unblock my collectors.
You know what I should have done? I haven't tried to do this. Some dedicated fans have ported Jack 1 and Jack 2 to PC. And I keep reading things about it, I've seen videos of it, and I just keep forgetting to test it out myself. I definitely want to check it out at some point.
Good job. Now beat me down here by the egg.
Huh.
Oh my.
I feel like I've done that and gotten
hope
hurt,
poor dear's
usually.
okay.
That was weird.
Here's a power cell for your valor.
Anyway, it's the Flut Flut. We'll see the Flut Flut again later. Or the next hub. That's kind of it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I mean, they'll also technically come back in Jak 3
It's your mom.
as different
I'm not your
creature.
mom. You see any feathers here?
Oh,
No, excuse me.
love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this
And some
little
spicy
village with
kimchi
me and
ramen
Sage to
before
take
starting
care
this.
of her.
Alright, just shy of an hour, and the first hub is just about done. We only have a few more things to do. Alright, let's get out of here. Not a long or difficult video, if you know what you're doing, which is fine. Like, I feel like a game should be fun first, and then, depending on what you're looking for, difficult second, you know?
Hurry
So
up
Kara's
with
just
those power
reminding us we
cells.
can go now.
I'm waiting at the head of
Fire
Fire
Canyon.
Canyon, at
He's
the
like,
top of
"Hey."
the cliff behind the farmer's house.
I got more than enough, come on, I'm waiting over here, it's hot. Kira's great. I wish she had more to do in Jak 3. She has a glorified cameo in that game, essentially. I don't even think she has a line in that game. Because they kind of replace her as Jack's love in interest there for the edgier, cooler, and frankly bustier character that they introduced in
funky
Jak 2.
sculptures sitting on the rocks over there.
That doesn't stick, obviously, for Jak X. We'll get there when we get there. I don't plan on jumping into Jak 2 after this. I think that we're gonna play Kenna, and then somewhere in the middle we're gonna do the
This must be a precursor
Pokemon
oracle like the
epilogue.
sage always
That might be
goes
like a
on
morning
about.
stream,
I hope
shorter.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain. For your gift, another power cell is yours. You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Alright. So there are one of these guys in every hub. They give you 2 orbs, and also they talk about some pretty heavy story stuff that honestly isn't relevant to this game. But if you beat Jak 3 and then replay this game, and you listen to what these guys say, it makes a lot of sense. And because it very much relates to Jak's journey through these 3 games, which is a neat thing if you're paying attention. Oh wait, we're not done. We have one more power cell to get in Sandover Village. Oh, I forgot about this guy.
Hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun.
Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return. I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Alright. First hub now almost done. We have the first zoomer section that goes between hubs. And there's one between each of them that's essentially the loading screen for the next hub. But it doesn't feel that way and you'll never notice it. Unless you are moving too fast, which can happen if you're good at the game. And good at jump rope.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
So there are metal crates to get. And we gotta get, like she said, the balloons. And there's also scout flies.
There's scout flies out here too. See if we can catch air.
And again, I'm not to say it, but don't run into the darking balloons. It will hurt. And, heat hurts. You can miss one or two balloons here or there, but like try not to miss too many. So too close to each other. I always have been this way.
Turn to steer harder.
Come back through. That's fine. Now we gotta go back through and get those last two crates on this. Not too bad.
Wahoo! We made it!
There it is. That's what happens when you die. And you know, Naughty Dog were ahead of the curve, and there are no lives in this game, so who cares? So you can die as many times as you want, and the checkpointing is actually not bad in this game.
Hey! We're still waiting. Turn on the teleport gate.
I forgot there was a cutscene. They're like, hey, come on. I just wanted to get this scout fight first. I forgot what it was. Heck of a
Whoa! I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders. Oh, and it looks like the Blue Sage is working on a levitation
Forgot it was this
machine to
cutscene.
move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
We'd better take a look at his notes. Jack, go check on the villagers. Then come back and give us an update. And take the furball with you.
Alright, so now we can talk to Samos and
the
Kira about
situation
some of the
here
places we
stinks
can go
worse
to.
than a lurker's armpit. Before Blue Sage's disappearance, he journaled significant trouble in all of the surrounding areas. Of particular interest to me is the dark eco-infection of some innocent plants in the Precursor Basin. Kira will teleport your Agrav Zoomer to the nearest transbag. Ride the Zoomer to a green eco vent, and then carry the green eco to the corrupted plants. That should heal them. Don't miss a single plant, or the infected ones will slowly reinfect the healthy ones. And Daxter, start cleaning up in here, and don't forget the corners.
Is it flood?
Apparently, the precursor structure just off the coast leads to an underwater lost city. The Blue Sage has been trying to figure out how he can bring one of the chambers to the surface, but he was never successful. You should check it out.
Aren't there a lot of lurker sharks in that water?
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Of course not. Just looking out for Jack here. You, know what a chicken he can be.
Well, if you swim out over the coral reef, I doubt the lurker sharks will bother you. They don't like shallow water.
Ski. Alright, Rock Village.
Until we find out why the Blue Sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells to fuel his machine. Go get them.
First things first, there's a thing we gotta do here. Gotta grab this. I'm surprised I got that my first try. It's usually more than that. And we gotta talk to some NPCs first to open up some stuff in the Precursor Basin. But yeah, Samos leads you to the basin, Kara leads you to the underwater
You two look like a
Precursor
couple of
City.
capable fellows. I've got a research project.
Both
to
great
run,
levels.
And maybe you could help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We asked you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the Precursor Basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground. If you could herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough?
Alright, we're not gonna give her power cells yet. Well, let's go. We gotta go. We gotta talk to these 2 gentlemen over here. Anyway, but this guy opened up something in the basin.
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's been fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster.
Mad Hatter over here.
That way you pretty much tap me
It's
out.
more like Pantsless
So,
Hatter.
I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet on mine. My big comeback. Beat the record time racing Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin, and I'll get a pretty payoff. For that, I'll give you another power cell.
His neck is so long. Yeah, we'll pay them after we do the basin. And the Lost City. So we'll pay everybody. But, well, first we're gonna get the basin out of the way. This is a all-zoomer level. So, hope you like the sound effect that the zoomer makes. You're gonna be hearing it this whole time. The first thing we gotta do is get these Visa boys in the,
That's one of those flying
into
lurkers.
their
He
mold.
might have a power cell.
Camera. Get to the hole. No. Yeah. Sometimes they will just run past it and not go in. This is a little finicky. It's not the worst thing, but you know, it's not great either. Stop it! Okay, that counted. Sure, I know. I don't know why this other guy keeps running past them. The basin's not that annoying. It can just be a little difficult if you're not good at controlling these. I think that's all of them. I can't hear the game, so I couldn't hear if Daxter... He's like, yep, that's all of them. We should go talk to that lady again. One of the more annoying missions is you gotta take out these flying lurkers. And they're a little annoying because they will stay constantly ahead of you. And also sometimes the zoomer likes to slide off the platforms. Cut them off because then they'll do that if you try to cut them off too hard. I would say they're a little too overtuned. God damn it. I thought I was gleaming the cube. This is one of the more, I mean all of them are. This one sucks too because you have to keep navigating around. Motherfucker. Around the stupid crates explode. There's one guy, there's that guy there. He's gonna raise power cell or his precursor orbs. I think this guy just goes around here. Oh Jesus, what happened there? What? Why'd you go that way? Take care of the gamblers thing, which is just a short time trial. There's nothing even in here to collect. This is just kind of a remnant of, there was supposed to be, I think, like, Zoomer races or something like that? I don't remember the specifics. I read about it a while ago. But that kind of got boiled down to just this little time trial thing. Yeah, okay, so we're done there. It says it here. These do update. Okay, so there's one last thing to do in this specific area. Depth perception failed me there. I missed all of those orbs.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Avoid the dark eco boxes!
Man, come on. Depth perception's so bad. When I drive cars on the road, or I drive a car, my depth perception is that bad. It's mostly bad in, like, looking at a screen. Plus, it's not like in that particular moment. The camera's not behind the jack. It's off to the side. It's a little. We gotta get.
One ring down, a bunch to go.
We're gonna follow. We're gonna solve line maze. Whatever. N64 reference. This one's the easier one. The Dark Eco Plant section there is annoying. Oh. Well, I didn't see that Dark Eco crate. I was blindsided by that. Yeah, the crates do respawn when you die, so it sucks. So we might get hit by that one again. Who knows? Let's do it again. These aren't too bad. There's a harder one in here as well. And this is the only level that is, other than the smaller fire canyon, pass, and lava two levels. It's having a hard time in that specific section. Yep. This way. These are a little long, to be honest. I feel like they could be a little shorter. I mean, this one ends here. So, and I almost beefed it right at the end. Because the game did not jump. And I hit all of it. A lot of the difficulty just comes from the impreciseness of the zoomer. Which, you know, it's not the zoomer's fault. Now, for the most annoying mission is this. So we gotta target the eco to kill all of the dark plants when they start respawning. If you're not quick enough. And you have to go refill eco, and while you're doing that, they'll start respawning. Like that. And if you leave one of them alive, they'll start coming back. We're so close. We're right there. Maybe respawn on a timer. That was the easiest time I've had with that. That was the best I've ever done doing that. And again, I've beaten this game, I don't know, 50 times over the course of the last 20 years. I play it at least once or twice a year, from start to finish.
You keep on impressing
This will be my third time this year doing that.
just because I've got low
Which I forgot about one of the times I did it.
Your moment of gloating is over. Get on with it.
These two flying lurkers in this area are a little more, because there's just more stuff here. They pop. I just took care of the last lurker. Cuts a lot of corners. So. Handbrake is your best friend. Use it. Oh man, this one. The figure eight this guy does. It's way worse than any of the other ones. sort of precise platform. Thing to do. We got all the precursor orbs. It's because it's precursor orb and power cell. It's weird the power cells don't really come back after this one. Until Jack asks, but it's technically one of the modes you can do. Ah, my hindrance.
Hurry! There's the next ring!
Focus. This is the one I'm very good at beefing right at the end. So, that's what happened last time. Because they'll do cute things like that, where they'll appear off camera. So you gotta go down and around. Do not get the platform. That's there. The teleporter. Because then you'll get off of these. Where it gets tricky. Yep, that's the part that always screws me up. No! God damn it. When that fucking happens, now you gotta do the whole thing again.
You've gotta fly through each ring.
And we're literally right at the end. It's just the zoomer loves to get stuck on corners and slide off. I've gotta do that whole goddamn thing again. Of course I do. Always gotta beef it with everything. That can happen. I didn't jump. He just did that. He just decided he wanted to go over. We're almost there. And the other two levels in this hub are very straightforward. We'll save a lot of time because one of the longer power cells is coming up, and it's the one that I skip. It's a bad minigame. That one's just me. Just coming off screen all the way to the right. Alright, got it. Precursor base incomplete. After we go talk to the geologist and the gambler. I think that's the only green eco found in the entire game. Well, other than all the ones in the first time, I guess. After this point, there's not another green eco found, I should say. I mean, there's only one there's only one more vent switch, either. I feel like there was probably going to be a red eco vent switch at some point. I don't know. There's very like Taiwan. There's very clearly like an entire area that had to be cut from this game. We're gonna go to the Lost Precursor City first, which is this way. So if you fall into the water anywhere here, a lurker shark will come and get you. If you don't scramble back onto the platform fast enough. Just so you know. It's time for one of the cooler levels. In this game. When you get all Precursor. Yeah, too bad you can't look around here. It'd be pretty cool. One of the cooler, but a little slightly longer levels. So the green water there is electrified, so don't fall in. We also have these puffer fish lurkers. Obviously, don't hit them while they're puffy. Progress, but there's still more to get in this room. This is like the one level where I don't necessarily have like decent like this is how you get through it in a reasonable manner. Doing this a little backwards. There's a button on the other end that you used to get here, but I started on this end. Sliding into the water. And this guy, you gotta jump and kick the guy off the top, and then you can take them both out normally after that. Alright, now we're done with this room. God, this level looks cool. All of the Precursor stuff in all of the games looks so good. I just wish there was more of it. Like I said earlier, I still wish we could have gotten the pre-Grand Theft Auto 3 sequel to this game. From what I've read about dev stuff, they were having a hard time with it. Figuring out what to do, because they kind of played it like Crash really feels like, what if we just made something we want to make? And Jack also falls into that spot, but it also, like, Jack himself, the art style, isn't really anything. It's kind of just a combination of a lot of things. Like, it's anime, sort of, you know? I mean, I like their art style. I'm not saying it's bad. It just doesn't really appeal. They were trying to be too broad with their art style, and it kind of ended up backfiring on them. They don't necessarily know what they wanted. If they wanted to just do another Jak and Daxter the way this game is, but expand on the story or what, and then Grand Theft Auto 3 came out and kind of answered that question for them. Which, you know, that's definitely the turning point of, oh, kids want violence. Video games. Not that that's the only thing you can do in Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I'm not against the franchise. I wrote an essay in college about about GTA 5 and about how people felt about it. The connection of video games to shootings and like real life violence, and how that's never been proven in any way, shape, or form. But you know, all of the usual suspects when a new media comes out are mad about it and want to blame the new thing for why bad stuff is happening, when it's actually their fault that bad stuff is happening because of the way that they feel about the world. Anyway, enough about that. It's not what we're here to do. So we're gonna go over there. That's close. Oh, right, I need an eco. My throat is dry. Whoops. That happened off screen, so I didn't notice it flipped. I mean, we only go back here. We did the entire room, so it's fine. Kill these guys. Did they break all the metal crates? If so, we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, looks like they did. Alright, this room doesn't connect anywhere, so we're gonna go first. It's pretty simple. Puzzle that has been in other things. Ugh. Why does that happen? Yeah. That's not annoying. Alright, it's gonna light everything up. And you gotta end on the last platform. There are a couple ways you can do this. But, yeah, it's not difficult. It's 2. I wanted to start the stream earlier, but I had to update my drivers and my graphics card because OBS decided they weren't good enough anymore. Didn't want to open. So, thankfully, it was just that. So we're just going this way. That one's a little tight, but it's not the end of the world. Whoop, camera pointing me in the wrong direction there. Alright. It's not a 3D platformer, that is slide. Break the metal plates on the way down, don't you worry. For whatever reason, Jack can do that. They're gonna be a little annoying if you leave these guys alone. Thank you. Let's touch all these with Rico. We will. Well, I did that to myself. That was an accident.
I'm like, stretcher? Yuck. Revenant?
So, normally when you die, you'll get a Daxter scene. I just usually only die by falling into pits, so... First round. But yeah, when you die, part of the appeal of death is that you get a cutscene from Daxter. And he has some sort of quip. There's only so many of those, so you know they do get tired after a while. This is pretty good, they're nice. And it's a feature exclusive to this game. But yeah, if Daxter also dies, like in say you fall into a pit, you don't get one. Or a eco tough.
Wow! You raised a piece of the underwater ruins to the surface. It seems you can use eco in ways we've never seen before. A power cell surfaced with the room. Climb up there and get it.
I already have enough power cells to move on. We only need 45. I have 47. And I forgot to go talk to Kira beforehand, so I think we skipped the cutscene. We skipped the cutscene by accident. I would have wanted to show up. Where she explains what the Blue Sage's energy weapon thing does. Which is the goal here, is to power that so that we can move flaming boulders out of our way so we can go beat up Claw. Two more things left to do here. And then there's one more hub to do. After we talk to them, we give precursor orbs to all the NPCs in Rock Village. And then the next hub is just shorter. It's not as long as this hub is. I usually miss one of these. I have to die several times to get it. Oh shit, I did it. I didn't miss one. Nice. That never happens. Anyway, we've ended up in a dark eco silo that was underwater. Oh no.
I got a bad feeling about this.
An underwater dark eco silo.
Jack, run! The dark eco is rising!
Race against time. This is difficult, just, you know, there are enemies to kill and stuff to jump over. Don't get overzealous with your jumps. Also, those moving platforms that very narrowly did not die. I think you can get back in here if you somehow miss Precursor work, but you shouldn't because you have Go for most of it. Should be the last thing we have to do. One more power cell. Getting to the very bottom and then getting back to the very top. You know, we're here. Yep, we're all done. So we're gonna go back to the pod that goes up to the surface. Usually I do that last. I don't know why I did it before. We got a little excited. How many? 270. Okay, we should have more than enough to pay everybody. Why? Why did that happen? I was trying to roll jump off, and he just didn't do it. It was so funny. It was very, very limply rolled off because there's a little lip I didn't see. Geologist, give her a haircut. There's another Oracle statue over there we gotta get that cut as well.
Those molds. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
For each power cell I contain.
Alright.
Here is another
Slept in
power
for the
cell
first time in a
for your
while. I'm
quest.
still, and I've had coffee and still yawning a little bit. I'm tired. Just gotta. Sometimes you gotta stretch, you know. Sometimes you get yawn.
For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
I can't remember the last time I slept in. So I went to bed at 8. Went to bed at 1. I woke up at 8. Went to the bathroom, then I went back to bed. I was like, oh, another 2 hours. And then I woke up again 3 hours later at 11. There's a claw up there, just chilling out, not doing anything. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, great moves, kid. I knew that time record would fall. Now here's your power cell, and I can go collect my big payoff. Whoa, yeah! These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell, I promise.
Oh, whoops. I forgot to talk to her beforehand. So I have to go talk to her again to give her 90.
I've got to get back to my research.
After the base.
Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
now talk to the Hercules looking dude. Gladiator looking man.
Oh, my aching head.
Hey, that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakao steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton bolt, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again. So, our sage, a master of hands to turn it on.
Well, that was random.
He took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here
for no
to
reason.
do me harm.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back.
That's why I hate computers.
Oh, sure.
Why can't they just
seal
work?
my
Why can't
doom.
this stuff just work? And not have any issues.
All right.
That's why I play on consoles.
Fine. Bring me 90 precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again. Oh, wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Alright, we have one more level to do in this hub. It shouldn't take too long to do. I don't drop any frames. The stream just disconnected. I guess my internet just had a hiccup. Despite being Google Fiber, it tends to do that. It's been doing that a little bit lately. But yesterday, it was pretty fine. Alright, Boggy Swamp. It's a pretty straightforward level. It's also the first level to introduce Arnak's Eco type. Yellow Eco.
Fireballs when you're powered up with yellow eco.
It allows Jack to throw projectiles out of his hands. And that's the end of the level right there. Yeah, yellow Eco, you can shoot at enemies. Blow up metal parts. That's what I was talking about earlier. You can't headbutt while you have yellow eco active, I'm pretty sure. You just shoot in the air. And you can also aim with triangle to aim where you can shoot. If you stand in a spot where yellow eco spawns in, you'll always pick it up and just be able to use it like a turret and gun. It's pretty swanky. Swamp water hurts you. Don't fall. lot of the move in this area is to just find a yellow eco spawn and then just hang out until you take out all of the enemies that are around them. Oh, god damn it. Depth perception, you failed me. Well, I guess you don't get a Jack or a Daxter cutscene every time. It is a little weird. Also, this level introduces the poles. Simple enough to use. Just hit X when Jack is at the apex of the swim. These rats are annoying. The main thrust of this area is we're trying to stop the lurkers from getting a piece of precursor tech. So we gotta get rid of their balloon by blowing out the rocks that are holding it in place. Sometimes that happens. You get bounce off of an enemy. Or by me just rotating the camera the wrong way. I've never looked at those lurker bats. Oh, I always kill them from afar.
Wow! Only 2 more tethers.
Ooh. Ow. My neck. No, leave me alone. Let's go down more. now, since we skipped the arena on Mystery Island, we gotta do it.
It's an ambush!
And you can see the piece of Precursor tech that they're trying to pull up over here out of this one. Can be. But that was probably the best I've ever done that, honestly. I usually get hit at least once. The other one's harder because it has the lurkers that take 2 hits to beat. Yeah, if you get ready, go. Which I didn't even talk about those introduced on Mystery Island. They go down in 1 hit because it upgrades your attack. Attack power. Which, I did mention earlier that there definitely was going to be a red eco switch somewhere. It feels weird that red eco is barely used in this game, while the other 3, like blue is used all throughout the game. Yellow is used going forward once it's introduced. And green is your health, so that the red is the only one that shows up in like 3 different areas, 3 different spots, not even areas. That's about it. I hate those toads. They look so weird. But anyway, here's the flat.
Hey, there's the flat.
One, or I guess it also shows up again in the next time. So it's 2 places it shows up. But it's just Yoshi. It's just Yoshi. Flutter jump. They can run through the muck. You can break crates with them. Oh. Let's not deal with that much. To do this one part here. This is also the site of the 1 power cell that I'm skipping because I hate doing it. It sucks. And it's a little worse in this version of the game.
Good
where I
work.
can't
Aren't you guys happy you saved our little
beat it
friend? She may come in
easily.
handy again sometime. Now go back to the trans pad and I'll bring her home.
I usually do on the PS2 version, not on this version. And it involves being a turret with Yellow Rico. Not even gonna talk to him. Or I will by accident.
Enjoying my beautiful
With to
swamp?
kick those barrels.
On these here parts. Everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
Judging by the smell, I'd wager your bathtub sank in the mud long ago.
What's a bathtub? Anyway, I got bigger problems now. Seems some nasty lurker varmints are grousing about, snatching everything they can get their grubby little paws on, and scaring away my pet hip hog, Farley. He's been missing for nigh on to a coon's age. I've been putting out his favorite snack.
It's a long cutscene.
Those ornery swamp rats keep stealing them. You could keep those pesky critters away long enough, I just know Farty will smell them vitals and come back. Will you help me out?
No.
Well,
not doing this.
if you change your
It
mind,
sucks. No, I'm
you
not
know
gonna waste my
where
time
to
with it.
find me.
I didn't mean to waste my time with this cutscene with this guy with his crazy neck. It's insanity. So yeah, that's the one scout fly that I am skipping. Precursor parts. It's a teaser for the final boss, essentially.
Good work, Jack. Your uncle
But
would be
we'll see that when we get
That was a giant arm from a precursor robot. I've never seen one in such good condition. I can't imagine what the lurkers wanted with it, but we sure didn't want them to get it. If you keep this success up,
Thank you, game. Just trying to
you'll still fall short of
jump.
hero. But keep trying.
Oh, come on.
It's endearing.
Whoops. I'm just gonna die. It's fine. Wow. I mean, maybe the checkpointing in this game is bad. This game is easy with objectives, so it's not as noticeable as being bad. You don't get anything for 101, so. No, let's show off. Yeah, that's the lurker shark. So you know what? We're on our last bit of life anyway. Let's get a full heal. So we got a boss fight coming up, ladies and gents. Right up next to her.
They ought to provide enough power to lift that boulder. There we go.
I love every
Now, be
cutscene
careful
with
facing that
Jack
monster
and
lurker at the top.
Wait!
Kira.
I'll stay
Just
here
it's just
and
funny.
protect
If you just
Kira.
look, if you pay attention to
I think
Jack
you're ready
while
to
she's
handle that
talking,
monster without...
Oh, really?
he's
Heroic
always
of
doing something. Like in the Blue Sage Hut, he's just staring directly at her ass. You know, look at. He's just looking at her. He's looking up at her. So don't jump into the rock, it'll still hurt you. It's still on fire. We have 65 power cells. We almost have enough to go right through the lava tube. So we only need 72 for that. Now look at him. He feels like he would fit right at home in Taiwan, honestly. It looks kind of like Fluffy. So this boss fight's pretty simple. You just gotta go do this for a bit. Avoid his shouts. Until he's dead. Rico shows up, platform. You gotta, again, continue to avoid boulders. Once you get here, you just gotta shoot him in the gut. Oh, just try to do it. He'll hurt himself. Rinse everything. Don't fall for the lava because it's an instant kill. We'll die immediately. There are some speedrun strats that make this first section. God damn it. Yes. Go by a lot faster. Or at least you don't have to do it anyway. No. Of course. Might drop some inputs or something because of how framey it gets here. And also, Jack is slippery sometimes, so you might slide off of a ledge if you try to move die at least once. So free. There's less pieces to use. About the holes in the platform. It's just pretty much the entropy fight in a way. The basic idea is the same.
The people of Rock Village are breathing a collective sigh of relief. But there's no time to celebrate. Use your zoomer to navigate the mountain pass up ahead. Be careful. It looks like the lurkers have rigged the whole pass with explosives. When you reach the volcanic crater, be sure to visit the Red Sage's lab and activate the teleport gate so that Father and I can join you.
Some more diaper lurkers.
Those lurkers must be headed for a detonator.
And it's a race to the end of the mountain pass.
If they reach
because there's a detonator there. But if they get there first, we'll blow it up and we'll die. We have to do it all over. It is really good. Like, it's not particularly difficult. The music is fantastic. Like, I haven't mentioned it a ton, but boy, howdy. Never done that before. This soundtrack is one of the soundtracks. This entire one are two of the soundtracks that I would play when I would be doing homework and stuff when I was still in college. This Taiwan and Ratchet. God, I love the soundtrack. It's the best one. There's good stuff in the other games, but it's the one that I'm like, yeah, 100%. There's nothing better. Well, I'm at least gonna go to the scout farm. But we gotta backtrack to the mountain guys anyway. After we do one of the other levels, so it's not a humongous deal. Because we have to hit the yellow eco switch before we can finish the mountain guys. Give us an extra power cell.
Good work! You beat them to the detonator. The Red Sage's lab is just ahead. Go turn on the teleport gate so we can join you.
Welcome to the volcanic crater. The last hub. The third/last hub. Because again, it really seems like there was supposed to be a fourth in some way. Because there's only 2 big levels, or major levels in this hub as well. Well, the other 2 all have at least 3. Well, 3 levels in the hub.
I wonder if I'm losing body parts in those things. Holy yakkow! The Red Sage's lab looks worse than the Blues.
Well, it definitely looks as though there's been a struggle here.
I'd hardly call it struggle. Would you, dear sister?
Certainly not. The Red Sage gave up with so little effort. No fun at all.
Gall? Is that you? You've finally gone off the deep end, eh? And Maya, I told you the Dark Eco would affect you both. Nobody ever listens to old Samos. What have you two done with the Blue and Red Sages?
Don't worry about your colorful friends, you old fool. They're perfectly safe in our citadel. Our special guests.
They have graciously agreed to help us on a little project.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You were wrong, Samos.
Never put that together.
Dark Eco can be controlled. We've learned its secrets, and now we can reshape the world to our liking.
You can't control Dark Eco by itself. Even the Precursors...
Until now, we've had to scrape by with what little Dark Eco we could find near the surface. But soon, we will have access to the vast stores of Dark Eco hidden deep underground.
Not the silos.
Yes, the silos. They will be opened, and all the Dark Eco of the world will be ours.
But that's impossible. Only a Precursor robot.
Oh, don't look so upset, Samos. We've got big plans for you.
Wait a minute! That was Gall? The same Gall who's supposed to change me back? Gall is the guy trying to kill us? I'm doomed.
We may all be doomed. If they open the silos, the Dark Eco will twist and destroy everything it touches. We simply must get to their citadel to stop them.
The fastest way there is through the lava tube at the bottom of this crater. A few more power cells and your Zoomer's heat shield should get you across the lava safely.
All right, my boy. You know what to do. Take the flea bag and go round up more power cells.
Hey guys, keep collecting power cells. They're the key to continuing our journey north.
This isn't...
Great balls of eco! There seems to be a large lurker presence in the spider caves.
Great. Sounds like a real cheery place. Let me guess. There are spiders in the spider caves, right?
Of course there are spiders in spider caves. But that's the least of your problems. The lurkers are after crystals of concentrated dark eco. You've got to destroy the crystals before those monsters get their hands on them. Up to it!
We've got to get to Precursor City.
Alright. So during that cutscene, I was like, oh, I never thought about that. What I was thinking of
This gondola seems to be malfunctioning. I'll try to work on it and get it running again. By my calculations, it's going to take 72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's citadel.
what was this? Oh, right. The thing that makes sense is Gaul and Maya are corrupted by dark eco, so their skin turned purple or gray, whatever one you want to choose. And then, their hair turned white. Which is the same thing that happens to Jack when he, turns into Dark Jack in Jak 2. I never put that together. Or if I did, I forgot about it. Because Jack also turns purple and has white hair. I mean, his eyes get like black though, so. Yeah, we're gonna have to backtrack to Spider Cave because for whatever reason, I don't know what the requirement is to let you go to the Snowy Mountain. I could not tell you. I've never been able to figure it out. I don't know if it's an amount of power cells or you just have to come here first. But since we're here anyway, I'm just gonna do it. It's a long level regardless. I mean, this opening area is kind of nice. You gotta take out these centipedes. Take them all out will get you a power cell. I mean, there are other vantage points. And also, these guys dying gives you Precursor orbs, which we still need 600 of those, but there's more than enough left. And for the ending, you don't need all the Precursor orbs. So. There's the Dark Eco Crystal that Samus told us about. Yeah, this big room is a little confusing. Shoot at homing bullets. These guys are just annoying. We're almost done. Like, this third hub is not bad. Because, again, it's only 2 levels. Like, if whatever last level there was is kind of replaced by 4 power cells. Having 4 power cells, you just pay 90 orbs for. Platform maze to get through. And my maze, I figured it out immediately. Because Volcanic Crater, because all the other hubs only have like 5 power cells, but Volcanic Crater has like 8, is it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 8. Like a normal level. Where, again, if we go... And Mountain Pass has 4 power cells, where... Yeah, Rock Village only has 6. 5 Canyon only has 2. So... I think just the fact that Mountain Pass and Volcanic Crater both have 2 extra power cells each... kind of shows maybe there was another smaller level or something that had to be cut, but in order to reach 100 power cells, I had to cut some things. So, I mean, again, I don't have proof about this. I haven't looked too much into the development of this game. I know more about the development of Jak 2 than I do of Jak 1. I keep missing. We should be good. I might have missed like a precursor orb somewhere, but it's fine. We only need, less than 200 more. Grab some yellow eco over here. To that and run over there. No, come on.
Maybe you can shoot better if you aim through your goggles.
Yeah, but also like these two levels, or at least this level, is way longer than any other level in this game. Oh, that's a bit. Whoop, worked out. I did not expect that to work. That's not how you're supposed to go up and around all this stuff. I might have skipped a skill. Miss anything? There's a scout on the side as well. Well, that's not what I wanted, but yeah, that's where I needed to be. Did that one. Grab these orbs, it's fine. wait for them to fully stop and put the thing down, you will just get hurt and you'll fly backwards. I don't remember this area being so framey. Maybe it's the fire or something? Come on, game. Why did you do that? I like slid over. It's good. Stuff over there. Check out the last layer, or the third layer, and then no. How did I do that? Come on. I just want to make sure I didn't miss the other. If there isn't. Actually, before we go up, we want to go over here. Yeah, I got enough Precursor items. I'm not gonna bother backtracking to Spider Cave. But that's where the yellow orb or eco vent is that you turn on by going to the snowy mountain. So that you can get these last few Precursor orbs. You don't need them. I only need like 50 more. Oh, excuse me. Go over here. I think Jack has a hard head. Like Mario has a hard ass, Jack has a hard head. And you can just keep headbutting till the cows come home. Oh, wait. Some yellow we go. one more of those crystals. Last part of the spider cave. Darkness.
Don't let the lights go out. I think that was the last Dark Eco Crystal.
Alright. You think those would be more important, but they're kind of just scattered around. And there's not like, I guess this is kind of a chapter. But I guess these are like green eco crystals or something. I don't know. Never thought about it too hard. Spider Cave is my least favorite level, but it's also not that bad. It used to be more so as a kid, because I was more afraid of spiders as a child.
Hit a crystal to get some.
Now I just, whatever. Spiders are around, you can't really do much about it. They're just the bugs you deal with all year round, because they don't go. Oh, in winter. Thank you, game. Definitely die the most, and... No, thanks. No, that's real cool. I don't know why that happened. And now I just, like, I wake up, it's like, oh, that's a couple of spider. That's cool. Move on with my life. I live in a basement, so that's gonna happen. I live in a basement where there is a hole in the wall because of where the water switch is in this room. Because I pulled the short stick and ended up being in this new house in the room with the water switch. That's it. But at least at the other house, there wasn't a missing chunk of wall that I could just see. Oh, why didn't you not grab the ledge? Come on. Why is this being such a pain? Not being such a pain, we will definitely finish this game today. A single sesh. Not even at 3 hours. So, probably at 5. Which, according to my last save file, it only took me 4 hours to beat the game last time. So, or something like that. That might not be factoring in cutscenes. Stand here and wait. God. We got all the stuff. So there's technically one last thing we need to do because it involves Spider Cave. And what it involves is we're going to be getting the extra power cell that's just here. That's I think it is technically it's a part of Volcanic Crater, but you need to be in Spider Cave to get it. So I just need to get over to that other yellow eco bit. That one. We gotta race to to leave Spider Cave, but not too fast, because then Jack will trip and that'll waste a lot of time. First try. Hell yeah. And then there's this power cell here. Yeah, that's the hidden power cell. That's the only one here that isn't just buying them. And the Scoutflies. Because there's 2 NPCs that you buy 4 power cells from. And it's just like, okay, come on. Come on, guys. And we already almost have enough Precursor orbs. So we just have to go. We should be able to go to Snowy Mountains now. So, plus there's also all these Precursor orbs right here. Okay, cool. I don't know how that happens. That's real weird. And here's the way to the lava tube. Go back around.
Reactivated the gondola.
I think you just have to go into Spider Cave first, or it might be a certain amount of power cells. I've never looked into it. Or again, if I did, I forgot. I've been playing this game for 20 years. I don't know what you want from me. Snowy Mountain. There are the switches. There are lurkers that will pop out of the snow. And we'll just keep coming. That guy. He's dead now. The first thing we want to do is go up this way. A lot of stuff to grab. I don't care too much about Precursor works at this point. Sounds like I'm going to jump over the force field. Here are some of the only red eco vents are here. I'm going to take out these guys, trying to get these Precursor barrels full of hazardous material. Normally I don't do it this way. It's just been a while since I've done this level, and I don't remember what optimal run is. One more of those dudes. Enough Precursor orbs, so any more that we pick up are incidental. We don't need that. We're just for 100%. Let's make sure that's one of those guys. precursor switch is behind these trees. A little platforming section. A little annoying because of the ice physics. Whoop. That was close. Yeah, here's the yellow eco switch that turns on, I think, a single vent. It might turn on some vents in the lava tube. I've never not pressed it, so it also turns on this vent here. I think the last time I played through this, I was trying to beat the game without pressing any of the switches, because I kind of wanted to see what turned on and what You can see the switch through the frozen waterfall here. You miss so slightly. Ah, come on. Really?
Well, better you than me.
Oh, I'm back down here. No, we can go up this way. Let's go grab the Nico from over here. That was done, I guess. The Red Eco's cool. I wish it had more uses. I mean, it technically does in the next two games, if you're paying attention. It just falls short by being... I mean, you encounter in Misty Island a little bit. The ice physics are terrible in this. No. Never quite figured out the timing of jumping on these things. I need to go back over here really quick. After this, say goodbye to the flop flop. Oop, that was close. Part of the speedrun of this level is getting Flut out of the bounds of this area so that you can just run around really fast and use it to do stuff. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to do it. But I never really tried looking for glitches and stuff in this game. I did that a lot in the Ratchet & Clank games, but not really good. The Jack and Daxter, or at least not Jack 1 or 2, honestly. A lot more Jack 1. But there are just so many funny glitches in Ratchet & Clank games. That was an accident. Sets of scout flies to find. I almost said one, but there are scout flies in the last level. If you get bounced on the other side, you're gonna fly off the edge. God damn it! I hate these little ones. They're so annoying. Their hitboxes are so small. This is just a quick cavern of little jumpy dudes. I always end up at like 1 HP. Damn it. Fuck. Why am I all the way over here? Oh, I should have actually looked, because you can see all the way back to the Forbidden Jungle from the Snowy Mountain here. And it's cool to look at. Now that we're back in the crater, I mean, we'll see a pretty incredible view by the end of the game. So I'm not worried about it. Moment of truth. Can I do math? I mean, they almost have an extra 100 orbs anyway, but still. Can I do simple, basic math?
Seek the pure light, for within its flame, the answers reside.
Yeah,
You can gain my power cells by bringing 120 precursor orbs for each. You have obtained another power cell. For your effort, a power cell is the reward.
All right. Nice dip in the lava. Because we want to be back up here. That's a good one. Yay. So, roughly 3 hours for most of the, for 90% of the game, 80%, 85. Ugh.
You think Willard
We do have to talk to these guys for a while.
That's true. Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here. I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth Willard!
Actually, we want power cell, not gem.
We got 4 of them. Do you want them? What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do you two geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway?
Well, smarty pants, we got 12 more years of digging to figure that out. Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too? Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours. Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours. Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
Alright, last one.
Oh, yeah, I got it this time. Here's a power cell. Yeah, what he said. That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cells.
Alright. Yep, there's exactly 8 power cells left, so to the lava tube. We're still 92 precursor orbs. wait. Nice leisurely round robin.
All right. With these additional power cells, I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand up to this lava. But the shield still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees,
just-
but no more. So keep
Any
an eye on
opportunity
your
he
feet.
gets, he's just
I
like,
don't
I'm gonna
wanna
take a
think
look
about
at
what
that
those
ass.
temperatures would do to your sewer if the shield gives out.
Like, I never noticed he did it in this cutscene, but you could see him leaning over, slightly looking while she's talking to Dax.
Safer route to Gull Citadel?
Look, I've released more cooling balloons into the tube, so you can use them to keep the temperature down. And don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Yellow Sage's lab. We're counting on you.
Alright, lava tube. So, second verse, same as the first. It's a little more complicated to navigate. Alright, I don't need Precursor. Nice little shortcut there. I think I skipped it. Sky.
The door's open. Let's get going.
I mean, if we have a checkpoint at this point, so if we die, it's fine. Like, this area really, like, oh, why did I do this? Really, like, feels like some part of Rayman 3, and I don't know. I mean, Rayman 3 was a few years later. I think there is. I mean, there's one more. I know where it is. Obviously, don't run into those. You will die immediately. Lava tube is cool. And it's the Yellow Sage's hut when the sun is up. Yeah, I didn't die at all during that. That's crazy. I usually do.
Hey, where's old Short, Green, and Wrinkly?
This is terrible. Father is missing. I think Gall and Maya may have kidnapped him as well.
Relax, sweetheart. I got everything under control.
Under control? Lurker armies continue to grow across the land. The sages have been kidnapped. Gall and Maya have gathered enough eco to complete their terrible plan. And to stop them, you're going to have to fight your way through their citadel.
Yeah. That about sums it up.
You've got to rescue my father before it's too late. And Jack, be careful.
Yeah, we will be.
Oh, man. The models get so much better in just the next game. Oh, boy. That's cute. Jack and Kira are very cute. So it's
Nice to see
sucks
you,
that, and they continue to be cute
Do they
whenever
have
they
you
have
mopping
the
the floors
chance.
now?
There's no time
which
for
is not
jokes,
often.
Daxter.
So it does suck
Gall
that
and Maya
Kira
kidnapped
is
us to
barely in
sap
the
our
thing.
energies to
Again,
power
glorified
their
cameo.
abominable machine.
Non-verbal
It appears they
cameo.
have combined the functional remains
crazy.
of a precursor robot
Somebody who was so
with
important
scavenged
in
artifacts
really the first two
across
games.
the land.
And by
Then
the
they
end of
added
the second game,
some
she's the reason why
diabolical
that
additions
even,
of their own,
like, the first game even
creating
happens.
The one thing capable of opening the dark eco silos.
You know that if you know, you know.
If you can free the four of us, we can use our combined powers to break the force shield surrounding the robot before they use it to destroy the world.
And so there's still 7 Scoutflies to fall. So this is Gall and Maya's Citadel. It is the hardest level in the game. And it's just 3 platforming challenges and one, alright, one light. It really shouldn't be anything. Don't have to get any precursor orbs. We just gotta get on the Scoutflies. Yeah, 3 hours. We're already at the end of the game. And honestly, if I was... Actually, I don't know if it works in this version, but there is a weird glitch where if you just... After you get here, you save and then quit. Oh god damn it. How'd that happen? You save and quit, and then you just get teleported to the end of the level. For no reason. There's no reason for it. I mean, obviously there is, but I don't remember what it is. And it's really funny. But it saves you a lot of time. I'm going for the post-credits. This is the 1 out of 3 that isn't a platforming. What is happening? I guess you can't. Jesus. So precise. They never have more than 1 inch. You have to take them all out.
The door's open. Let's get going.
Gonna fall to my death. Oh no. I was joking. I was super joking. Oh, come on. I had that. It's kind of just a lot of stuff like that. I mean, I don't have to do this part again, so that's nice. I guess the roll jump is just not as strong as it is in Jack 2 and 3. Or we're just dropping inputs or something. I don't know. I haven't played this game all the time. A couple months, rather. Oh, that was almost too early. Alright, but yeah, we're finally getting to meet all of the sages. The other 3 that were missing throughout the game.
You finally come to rescue. Do you know how long I've been in here? What took me so long? No. What are your names?
I'm Daxter. He's Jack. He's Quinn.
Good job, Daxter. You're a real hero. You've got to stop Gall from launching the robot. I'll use my eco power to help open the shield door.
That's where it is. That's one. I mean, those tile things are pretty simple. Who avoids this one? Hang off the edge here, because you'll die if you get at the top. Oh, come on. God damn it. Yeah, if you die, you go back to the beginning. So, real cool. I didn't double jump, that's all right. This is the one part of this whole section that I despise, because of how precise a lot of the jumps are. And this first part is just it's just full stop. Like, we were almost to the checkpoint. Fucked it up right at the end. Which, you know, happens. No headbutt jumping. So if I cared about the power of the Precursor ones, oh, we got it anyway. I didn't have to rush. Oh, at least you never had to do that. Had to rush. Trying desperately to not miss the scout button.
Good work, fellows. Old Samos was right about you. Great piles of precursor metal. That insidious mechanical creation must not be allowed
I
to
would have
wreak
loved.
its terrible havoc. I will try to actuate the shield door by eliciting a conduit of energy between myself and the vast portal below.
Yeah. You do that. We'll, just go find more help. Weirdo!
Yeah, I would have loved the sequel to this game to be, expanding on the map, make the hubs bigger, and you can do stuff for the other sages, so you get to know them and stuff instead of. Instead, they all show up here, and that's kind of it. You don't hear from them ever again. They're only in this part. I'm not going to spoil Jack 2, even though it's a 10-year-old game. 20-year-old game, almost. But Samos is specifically different from the sages in the other sages. Yeah, as far as we know, because they're not expanding upon it any further, because the only one that fully matters. to the other side.
I'd live to see the day when I needed to be rescued by a boy and his muskrat. I'm gonna give Gall and Maya a little payback for this embarrassment. Then we'll see about cooking up some muskrat stew.
I think sages show back up in the Lost Frontier, because in that game they were trying to get back to
Let's go climb up those platforms.
this game, essentially. The roots of the franchise. But, I know by the end of that game, like, Kira is the new sage of Dark Eco. But, that doesn't really mean much, because there was never a sequel to that game. It did so poorly. Which it probably would have been perfectly fine if it wasn't on the goddamn PSP. Unlike Size Matters, which is just a pretty good Ratchet and Clank game, but for PSP, or Daxter, which is a much better game. Lost. Kind of looks like itself. We'll see how many tries it takes me to do the boss. Scout fly of the game. At some point, I'll stream Lost Frontier. It's gonna have to be unless I can find a physical PS2, because they import the game to PS2, but it doesn't help me. I did used to have a copy of that at some point. Before I had it, once it did it, sucked. Its controls are bad. And again, I'm pretty sure it was made by High Impact Games, the same people that made... Or no, it was by Red... Okay, I'm just gonna set up this nonsense.
And together we'll open the shield door surrounding the Precursor robot.
Yeah, that sounds like a good start. And then after you guys open that shield, what are you gonna do about the robot?
Nothing, Daxter. We have to keep the shield open. It's up to you.
Oh, everybody gave it a 7.5 to 8? Really? Even IGN gave it.
I get to help the guy that turned me into a furball.
Yeah, High Impact Games made this.
Destroy the only person who can turn me back.
First, save the world. Then we'll try to convince Gall to help Daxter.
You're too late, Senpus. Once I possess limitless Dark Eco, I will have the key to creation itself.
This is madness.
Oh, they made Phineas Ferb across the second dimension?
Just look what it's done.
Oh, and they also
It has given us a beauty beyond anything you
Shuddered.
can understand.
back in 2012.
Have you two looked in the mirror lately?
But yeah, they made Size Matters, they made Secret Agent Clank, and then they made Lost Frontier.
Fuzzy is back.
Maybe I didn't give them enough credit. Because Ready at Dawn made Daxter. So that's why it's different. Yeah, but I like Size Matters. I 100% of that game. It was incredibly frustrating, but I did do it. I'm never doing it again.
The elevator up and stop that robot.
Oh, spot a boss time. Who the hell is still awake? They're not stomping around upstairs. purple everything is. I thought you could see the forbidden temple on here, but I think it's after you beat the boss, everything starts being purple. What? After we die immediately, because we bounced off of the thing. This fight is difficult. Like, this whole game is a breeze. This fight is pretty hard to me. We'll see how well it goes. There's different phases, which are each of the different eco types. We got and every phase ends and begins with them shooting out a mine or whatever that blows up after a while. So, Blue Eco launch. Get hurt. There's only, you can come in with 4 hit points, and there's only 1 extra hit point. So you really need to know. Come on! They shouldn't have hurt me there. Get the fuck out of here, man. This is bullshit. Because the hitboxes are way bigger than they look. Because I actually almost got... I usually get hit during that section at least once. And I definitely get hit during this section. Hits. Oh. Which you might grab by accident if you run past it during this section here. This next section is also hard, and you usually get hit at least once as well. But after that, we're home free. Did it. Sort of. Not out of the woods yet. There's one less thing to do. But while the ecos combine, it creates white eco. Or light eco. It's a little up in the
They must not be allowed to get it! White ego! That could be the stuff to chain me back! Or might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy. Save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world. But do it quickly before I change my mind.
Alright, so it can spawn. Got it. Okay, we're done. Woo, first try. I've never done that. Great timing. Didn't even break for it. This is the fastest I've been in this game. I mean, it helps that I did, you know, I stopped collecting Precursor orbs because you don't need them. I usually still end up collecting more by the end of the game for whatever reason. The football victory dance. Just a couple of dorks.
Well, it looks like I may have been too hard on you boys. You do have what it takes to be heroes.
But Daxter, now we can't change you back.
Don't worry about me, baby. You know what they say. Big things come in small packages.
Jack, you have an incredible talent for channeling eco. Samos, you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira, without your help and ingenuity, none of this would have been possible. Perhaps we've found another sage now that Gaul and Maya are lost.
Yes, Gaul and Maya. The Dark Eco probably destroyed them. Probably.
Probably.
Ah, who cares? Bring 'em on! We can take 'em again, right, Jack? I said, right, Jack? Wow! Put it on ice, big guy!
What did I say? That credits. Like, there's so many things that they in that one scene that are just like, yeah, Kira. It's like, oh, Jack, your powers are crazy. We should look into them. Kira, oh, looking at another sage. It's like, oh, Gaul and Maya. Ah, they probably did it. Probably. And like, you can see there's so much land to explore. And just, we just don't. I try not to, like, oh, I wish this or I wish that, but I really wish we could have gotten a sequel to this game. To what this game sets up instead of what happens next. But because like the secret ending that you get for getting 100 power cells, it's like they didn't know what they were doing after this game. They had no idea what they were going to do next for the most part. I'm sure they had plans. They were drawing stuff up. But like the ending, we'll see it. It leaves literally nothing to the, or it leaves it all entirely to the imagination of the player. And then in the next game, that's when they inject two. They're like, oh yeah, we found this thing behind that big door, behind the power cell door. But yeah, I wanted more of the sages too. Like, again, you don't even, like, the Yellow Sages area is destroyed by Gaul and Maya. So you didn't even, there's like nothing there. There's barely anything in the volcanic crater. Like, after the second hub, it really feels like it was crunch time. And again, I don't know, I haven't really looked at the dev diaries and stuff for this game. Even though my favorite game of all time, I should. I'll do it on, at some point in my own time. It's still good, even after all this time. I'm amazed at how fast I do it. 3.5 hours. I think that's my fastest time to date, probably. I mean, at this point, I don't go for all of the precursor orbs. I get all of them that I need until the last zone. You don't need all the orbs for the end of it. If you did, then I would. Shorter than Taiwan. That took at least 2 sessions, I think. But this game is as long as it's crazy. And then the next game they make is way longer. I don't hate Haven City, but instead of being stuck in a dark, dingy city with a couple of other areas outside of it, like 3 or 4 times, you get to another one through one of the other areas. There's actually a fan-made map that somebody made to try and explain like where Haven is in comparison to where Sandover and the journey we just took, because we kind of just followed the coastline up into where all of my Citadel is. And the fan map, you can just Google Jack and Daxter world map, you'll find it. Like, it's an interesting closing. And then there's an area, it's essentially an eco mine in Jack 2 that you go to for like a single mission. And it's, according to the map, it's like underneath the Precursor Basin, or something like that. If you take where Samos' hut is in Dead Town, Jack 2, and sort of lay it on there. You know, it's not 100%. Because it seems like Haven was built on the water. Like, the mainland was inhabitable. You see why at the beginning of it. Like, the sudden change in direction that they took for the rest of the series, I think they did an alright job with it. I still like all of the games that come after. Yeah, I have to give Lost Frontier another shot, which we will do eventually. Whenever we get around to playing through 2 and 3 and Daxter. I mean, we'll be playing Daxter next, the next time we come back to the Jack and Daxter series, because that happens next. Story-wise, it's the next game. Between the opening of Jack 2 and when getting control of Jack. It doesn't really add much to the plot. Honestly, overall, it's a good to skip it, but I mean, it's been years since I've done that. I haven't played it since I physically owned it on PSP. I emulated the PSP game before. I'm pretty sure I have a Daxter ISO. It's Unknown, Size Matters, Secret Agent Clank, and Lost Frontiers. Which were, I mean, those were all made by a different company. But Daxter never got like a PS2 port. As far as I know, it's still only stuck on the PSP. Like, it's not included in the Jack and Daxter HD collection. It's for now, it's Jack X. First came out on the PS3. The port of Jack X separately, I think, for the PS4. Anyway.
Holy yucko! What could that be?
Where did the sages go?
Wow! It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes with power cells.
Oh boy, here we go again!
What? What? Oh, fuck me. I forgot to go back to the mountain pass. Damn it. Damn it all. I gotta go do that. I don't think I have to beat Gall and Maya again, though. Of course I forgot to go to the mountain pass. Hoisted on my own petard. God damn it. Come on. Game. We're so close to being done. Alright, since we're up here, let's... Weird green sun this planet has. All my arms just gone. I think that's Rock Village here. Oh no, that's Snowy Mountain. Boggy Swamps over there. You can kind of see the Precursor Temple all the way over there. It's a ways away. But yeah, we haven't really followed the coastline. We didn't step on the button. Well, let's go get that last Precursor's last power cell. Well, not pass. You know what? I was too excited. I forgot to go back to get back down here. Where's the entrance? They didn't heal you after the fight. Anti-climactic. Forgot to do this. Well, I guess I can show up the teleportation. You just go back. And you can always go back to Geyser Rock. For no real reason. There's nothing to do. Just want to go messing around. Alright, I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna finish this up. Alright. Whoop, that's one button. Wrong way. One of the reasons why I love this game, it's such a, and like why I like Crash 1, 2, and 3, and like Spyro 1 and stuff. It's like they're just very tight, experiences. Maybe specifically, never figured that out. Why that ease caused my stutter to just explode. It's so tight. Knowing what you're doing, you can slam. I mean, Tire 1 is also pretty tight as well. It's a little looser. Like not really any backtracking, except for this. Like this is one of the only instances of creating into another explosive. And spider key. The only two things, but even then, you don't have to even get the spider key. The other weak events that opens is this one. Well, this one. There you go. That was it. That's all I missed. Now we have to go back to the top of Golemaya's city. It'll be a clean 4 hours. Instead of 3.5. Still, I'm honestly proud of myself of beating Goldeneye on my first try. I usually lose last section with in the yellow ego section. It's weird being in the Citadel and the robot isn't here. Also, it's weird that, like, Red Eco doesn't really factor into the ending on Jack's end. Like, I think I would have given you Red Eco for the monster part. Or the, mob section of the fight. See that ending. Yeah, it's tight up until the end. The end of the game is a little loose. Yeah, obviously it's not a deal breaker. I'm gonna play this game again at some point this year. It's usually when I get really bored with what's currently out, or I have nothing else going on. I know this game like the back of my hand. I don't think I would ever speedrun it. I'm just not big on glitches and skill when it comes to games most of the time. Also, let me watch this movie. God damn it, Jack. What's your problem? Just go up. Okay, later. Well, I guess I got to show off the cutscene over when you don't have lighting. If I was actually planning on doing that, I would have just left that last scout point up here. And just got it and then went back up. So it turns out they actually are batteries. Weird. How far back current cells are in the front.
Wow! What is it?
It's so beautiful.
Yep. Wonder what it is. And then credits. But we're not gonna sit through the credits again. That's Jack 1. That's Jak and Daxter, Precursor, Legacy. My favorite game since I became a gamer. I'm sure everybody has their first game that they hold near and dear to their hearts. This one is mine. I technically played other games before it. This was the first one that was mine. Me and my mom played it together. She was still playing games as a kid. We both really liked the franchise. Multiplayer Bridge of Spirits. Is that what it's called? Let's find out. It should be done installing by now. Yeah, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. And as this is Ember Studios, the only thing that they've done, I also reinstalled ahead of time. Another time. And we'll get back to Clive and Wrench eventually as well. I just wasn't really feeling it that first stream, but I also was kind of tired. So I want to give it my full attention when I'm not tired. But because of the so-called leak, this is sort of at the front of my mind. So we'll see how that develops. Or if anything even happens at all this year. We'll see probably the next time Sony announces stuff. But yeah, next time, Kenna Bridge of Spirits.